today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. And the New England Patriots taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
First down, here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away.
Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Throwing, Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's thrown into the hands of Sample.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them?
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for New England. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. the draw. Here's Johnson. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Jones. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know. Want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Johnson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Phillips.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here we go. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 6.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this one's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Now Stidham.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 42.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to the tight end Sample. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4-4, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for New England. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, Stidham. Dancing to his left. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Fult's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down now, Mixon, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Bengals on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow on play action.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. McPherson's kick is good.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. New England's offense set to go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
2nd and 7.
Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, 66 yards.
And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Oh, they flip it it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
Yeah, this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Right 80. Legs up.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third-yard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wild Card Sunday.
We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 11 now.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. So don't say nothing.
Opting to run again here with White. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, kid, switch it.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This one hauled in by Sample.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Burrow will throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Minus 57, 57's mine. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
We want it. Come to my world.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, good move. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
of the shotgun. They run with Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 33. Give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
On third down, Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England trying to get to place on offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57 to mine. 57 to mine.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go. 57 to mine. 57 to mine. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On third down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's White. And a fast footwork by White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow able to find Sample. That's complete.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Working the middle here, that's complete to Sample, the tight end. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start to drive with White. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. From the 27, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jerron Bentley. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's White. Got some room at the 30. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
57, Mike 57. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now Jones going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Burrow, that's taken in by Higgins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Burrow on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on in the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.